Yo, what's up? Today I'm talking about do these 3 things on the day of your first date. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and smash the notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. All right, do these 3 things on the day of your first date, okay? We all love first dates. We get excited. I totally understand whether you've met somebody organically or on a dating app, you've exchanged numbers and she's agreed to go out with you and you find her hot. Obviously, you wouldn't be going out on a first date if you weren't attracted to her. So it's exciting, but there are very specific things. If you haven't seen my video on the 20 things you should do before your first date, I kind of summarized down to like, this is kind of a continuation of that video. So if you want, you can go check that one out. And actually, I'll post a link to it in this video description. But for this video, these 3 things, this is what you want to do on the day of your first date. So you wake up in the morning. It's a date day, and you're excited. But number 1, this is the segue into my first point. Do nothing, say nothing. And you're probably thinking, well, Silver Bachelor, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. Basically, ghost. No good morning text, no contact, nada, nothing. And you're like, what? Okay, let me explain this. You already made a plan. You've probably communicated the night before, right? Hey, look forward to seeing you. And you say, yeah, me too. You wake up in the morning. Do not text good morning. Do not call her. Do not do anything. There's a psychological reason for this, and it's very important. So that's what she's expecting. Remember, this is a power thing, right? It's who likes who more. Typically, you guys are all over her. You're like kind of desperate, and you're like texting, good morning, good evening, and she knows it. She knows you're like, she got you. But you want to level up your dating game, and you want to date hotter, more beautiful women, and maybe even younger women. You got to do these things. You need to be the one in control, not her, because remember, she needs you more than you need her. And I did a video just recently on stop thinking of sex, right? Obviously, you want to have sex with her eventually, but she needs you more than you need her, right? Okay? Your life is pretty good, and you're making good money, right? And all these things. So, no contact. This is what's going to happen. And this works every time. Every time this works for me. And I date beautiful women, okay? This is what happens. The morning comes and goes. Let's say you have plans. It's a Saturday. Saturday evening, you're going to go out for dinner. Let's just say. And you're going to meet for 6 o'clock, right? The morning comes and goes. Afternoon is now coming. And now she's like, what the hell? This is what's going on in the woman's mind. She's like, she's either not liking you now, or she's like, what the hell? Is this guy canceling, or what's going on? So by about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, now she's like very confused. And she's kind of disappointed. She will text you. 100% of the time this fucking works. I'm telling you. She will text you. There's not a single time that she did not reach out to me and go, hey, are we still on for tonight? Or, hey, how's your day going? Something. They will reach out, and then you say, oh yeah, of course, just was a busy morning, right? She will go, oh, okay. Now you have the power. And you've set the tone that you are not desperate and pathetic. Like so many of you guys are like, good morning, good night. Like it's so bad. And again, I'm only saying these things and it comes across as harsh, but if you're not dating 7s, 8s, and 9s minimum, And younger women, you need to level up your dating game and you need to do a lot of these things. Don't even take my advice for it. Listen to all these other guys, right? And so she will reply back. She will reply back and she'll say, I just want to confirm we're still on. And now you've got the power. You're not coming across as desperate and needy. So this is a great segue into plan B. Plan B is, number two is you need to have a plan B. So so you've already made plans, right? So you now try this technique that I've said in number one, but she never actually gets back to you. Who cares? Who cares? Because if she doesn't reply back, she's expecting you to basically worship her, kiss her feet, and so I'll tell you this. Okay, so number two is you need to have a plan B, and that is be willing to accept the plans may go sideways. Whether or not you say good morning, I want to confirm later, or you try my first tip and you didn't hear back from her. Like, just because you message her, if you decide to not take my advice, you message her, doesn't mean plans aren't going to go sideways. Okay? Like, this has happened to me, and like, look at me. Like, I have a lot to offer these women, and you have no idea how many dates have gone sideways the day of, where either I've made an exception and I've said something, or they've said something. So you have a plan B, and that is either choose the place that you're going to go for dinner, that you're going to go there anyways, or tell one of your buddies, hey, look, what are you up to? Look, I have tentative date plans, but if things go sideways, do you mind being my plan B? Dudes have no problem with that. You can't do that with women, though. So, or your plan B is to just be willing to be happy that you're not spending this money on somebody that's not interested in you, and you get to do something else, right? Or maybe it'll be a freestyle night. So just accept that number two is accept that plan B could be that you're going to do completely something else. You're going to go out with your friends, whatever. And so, women today are a lot flakier than they used to be and don't keep their commitments. So there's many times what plans may actually go sideways. So number three, last one, clean your place. You're like, what? Yes. You have no idea how many times it's the first date. And we go out, we have some food, we have some drinks, the evening goes well, and eventually she's like, do you want to have a drink at your place or something? It doesn't happen all the time, but I would say out of 5 dates, at least 2 out of the 5, date number 1, they want to come over to my place, right? And your place better be clean, because she's going to be judging your ass on your cleanliness. So clean your place. All right, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and especially about the number one thing I said. Have you tried not contacting her at all, and what has been the response? All right. Oh, last thing. If you don't respond, if you don't hear from her, right? Guaranteed she's texting you a few days later, and she's going to say, hey, what happened the other night? She'll be kind of pissed off, but if she's interested in you and into you, you'll make it work. All right. So we'll see you next time.